वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचानूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविडं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव त्वमेव सर्वं गुरुदेवदेव। हरि ओम। We are doing the Panchadasi, the 6th chapter, and doing where we left in the middle there, from 58 to 74 we will do, and then after that we will do 178. The previous talks are available on the YouTube under Acharya Sadaji, and if you go to the different chapters of Panchadasi is there, and the Panchadasi 6th chapter, and there are 15 talks are available. Now we are going to add these things there. In this we are arguing the Vijayarana presents different philosophical positions, and starting with the Charvaka position where they take body is the Atma, and the next level is it's not the body because body we seeing dying, and the Atma left, therefore he different from body. Therefore Indriyas, the sense organs are the Atma. That's the second people. And I say not the sense organs, because there is a discussion in the Upanishad which sense organ is better, and ultimately the winner is the Pranamaya. So it is the Pranamaya, it is the Prana that is the Atma, because without Prana nothing really functions, and that is the statement we are here. 66. प्राणो जागर्ति सुप्तेपि प्राणश्रैष्यादिकं श्रुतं प्राणश्रैष्यादिकं श्रुतं कोशः प्राणमयः सम्यक् विस्तरेण प्रपश्चितः together. प्राणो जागर्ति सुप्तेपि प्राणश्रैष्यादिकं श्रुतं कोशः प्राणमयः सम्यक् विस्तरेण प्रपश्चितः. So pranaha supte api. So pranaha, the prana is there in the supte api jagarti, both in the dream state and as well as in the waking state, the prana is there. And pranam, therefore, that means even in the change of state from a waking state to a dream state, therefore that which is the same has to be, even in the deep state also prana is there. So prana doesn't leave. When prana leaves, none of the states also there. Therefore, conclusion is prane suptyepi jagarti prana sreshtaha adhikam. So prana is superior than any other thing, and that is the Atma. So superiority of the prana of the senses, Shrutam, heard in the scriptures also. Pranamaya koshaha vistarena samyak prapaschitaha. So the pranamaya kosha, the pranamaya kosha has been vistarena in a great detail. It is exhaustively prapaschitaha is explained. So therefore pranamaya kosha is being discussed even in the Upanishad in great detail, and therefore that is the Atma. So that is the prana people, prana party people. Then we go to it's not the prana, it is the mind. That is important. So in the next sloka, we talk about the manomaya kosha. Mana atmeti manyanta upasana parajanaha pranasya bhoktruta srushta bhoktrutvam manasastataha together. Mana atmeti manyanta upasana parajanaha Pranasya bhoktruta srushta bhoktruttvam manasastataha. So manaha atma iti. It is not the prana, it is the mind that is atma. So mind is the, this is what even the Descartes people also arguing, that it is what you think, therefore I am. So thinking is a property of the mind. So mind is I am. So I am, the Atma is the mind. So that's what the statement of the Western philosopher also. So mana atmeti manyantaha. So also mana, mind is the Atma iti. Upasana paraha, those who engaged in the upasana and all that rituals. Janaha manyante, they think that the mind is the supreme. Pranasya abhoktruta, prana is not an enjoyer. So why do you say prana is, in the previous party people, prana said that is the highest. Why do you say mind is the, it says prana cannot enjoy. Prana is required, but that's not an enjoyer. So one who enjoys is the mind. So mind is the one. So when you enjoy the beautiful music, it is the mind, not the prana. So therefore, prana is the same for all, but minds are different. And therefore, some minds enjoy, some minds don't enjoy. So it is the mind property of enjoyment. So, says the bhoktrutvam. So pranasya, so abhoktruta, not being experiencer, is spashtaha, it's clear. So prana is not an experiencer. Tataha manasaha bhoktrutvam. Therefore mind is the one who enjoys. So jiva is the one who enjoys everything. I like this, I don't like this. It is not the question of prana, it is the mind. So mind is the Atma. So that is their position here. And obviously they take the appropriate quotation from the scriptures without ignoring all other statements as a justification for their theory. That's what he already said here. So now he quotes from the Upanishad statement. Mana eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayo sruto manomayaha koshaha koshaha asti koshaha tenatmeti manaha together mana eva manushyanam karanam janmandha mokshayo sruto manomayaha koshaha tenatmeti manaha tenatma iti iritam manaha. So, mana eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayoho. This is a quotation from the Upanishad that says, mind is eva responsible for people, manushyanam, for karanam, bandha and moksha, for both bondage as well as liberation. It is the mind responsible. So, mind is the superior, mind is the Atma. So, srutaha, therefore, manomaya koshaha, the Manomaya Kosha has been given prominence and by Shruti also. Therefore, Atma iti iritam manaha. Atma is, the mind is the Atma. Why? Because Manayeva Manushyanam Karanam Bandha Mokshayo is Amritabindu Upanishad quotation that the mind is responsible for both the bondage as well as liberation. Iti iritaha. So this is the mind party people. So next people says it's not the mind, it is a Vijnanamaya Kosha. With this Annamaya Kosha, then Pranamaya Kosha, then Manomaya Kosha, where they stop. It says that is Atma. But you go to next level, that's not Atma. You go to, it's a Vijnanamaya Kosha, is the Atma. 69. Vijnanamatmeti para. Yijnanamatmeti para ahuhu kshanika vadinah ahuhu kshanikavadinah yato vijnanamulatvam manaso gamyate sputam together vijnanamatmeti para ahuhu kshanikavadinah yato vijnanamulatvam manaso gamyate sputam. So pare, other people, this is intellect people, Kshanikavadinaha, they are Kshanikavadis, they are called the momentary consciousness. Whenever the intellect thought arises, then you are conscious of it. Next thought comes, you are conscious of it. Third thought comes, you are conscious of it. These thoughts raising in the mind, they come and go. And therefore, it's called Kshanikam, momentarily consciousness. Whenever the thoughts are there, you are conscious of the world. When the thoughts are not there, you are not conscious of the world. Therefore, thoughts are related to the consciousness, and therefore they are momentary because each thought is different. So this is called the Vijnanamaya Kosha people, or these are the Vijnanamayam. These are one of the Buddhistic philosophical position. Therefore, it is the Vijnanamaya is the Atma. So they call Kshanika Vijnanaha. Their momentary consciousness. And how do you get momentary consciousness? Because in the intellect thought rises, and that rise of the thought is due to consciousness, bang, coming in and going out. And next thought arises, bang, consciousness coming in and going out. Next thought comes, they call the thought is only Kshanikam, is only a fraction of a second, and it is a fraction of a second but continuous. That means one thought after the other thought of the other thought. It is continuous, a digitizable system. So it is a digits system but continuous, like an analog, appears to be an analog system. So that's called Vijnanamaya Ananda. Kshanika Vijnanamaya. So these are the Vijnanavadins of the Buddhistic. According to Advaita, that's how the Vijnanamaya is. So Pare Kshanikavadinaha Vijnanam, the intellectual sheath Atma, iti ahuhu. That's what these people say. Yataha, because Manasaha of the mind, Vijnanamulatvam, intellect is the basis for the mind itself also. So mind is nothing but thoughts of a particular type of thoughts are called the mind. And the discriminative thought, buddhi is higher than the mind. Buddhi is like an officer, mind is the chief clerk. That's what the hierarchy of the system is. Therefore, it is the buddhi, it is the Vijnanamaya Kosha, it is the Atma. So Manasaha, the mind, Vijnanamulatvam, the intellect is a source for that. Sfudam Manyate, it's clearly experienced by everyone. Therefore, it is the intellect, that is the Atma. 70. Aham vrittiridam vrittihi, adam vrittidam vrittihi, achyantah karanam dvida, achyantah karanam dvida, vijnanasyadaham vrittihi, vijnanasyadaham vrittihi, idam vrittirmano bhavet, idam vrittirmano bhavet. So aham vritti, idam vritti, there are I thought and this thought. Iti antakaranam dvida, like the inner equipments are twofold, that is the mind and the intellect are antakaranam or dvida or two. One involves idam vritti, another involves aham vritti. Aham vritti vijnanasyat. Aham vritti belongs to the Vijnanamaya Kosha. Idam vritti manaha bhave. Idam vritti belongs to the mind. So the theory is, or perception is, when the mind goes along with the senses and grasps the object, that idam vritti, this is an object, this is a part, this is a, so that's called idam thoughts about the world. But along with the spontaneously, I know this is a part, I know is coming from the intellect, and that is called Vijnana vritti. Therefore, that is the Vijnanamaya Kosha, and that is aham vritti, because there are two already we know. Then aham pratyaya bijatvam, aham pratyaya bijatvam, idam vrutteriti sputam, idam vrutteriti sputam, aviditva swamatmanam, aviditva swamatmanam, brahyam vetti natu kvachitu, bhakyam vetti natu kvachitu. Together, aham pratyaya bijatvam, idam vrutteriti sputam, aviditva swamatmanam, bhakyam vetti natu kvachitu. So idam vruttehi aham pratyayaha. So idam vritti, in all idam thoughts, in all this thought, this thought, this thought, aham pratyayaha, I am thought has to come spontaneously. That's how the perception occurs. When this is a part is perceived spontaneously, immediately the subject I am is, I know this is a part, I know this is a table. So this is a table, idam thought. I know this is a table, is the aham thought. So I am thought and idam thought together spontaneously. I am thought arises whenever idam thought comes in. Idam thought need not come, whereas I am thought can be there. That's essentially his argument here. So idam vrittehi bijatvam. It is I am thought is the seed for the idam thought. I am is a seed, because without subject, object cannot be known. So I am has to be there. It is sputam. Swam atma, to oneself, aviditva, without knowing, bhakyam, the outer object, pachitu, anytime, natu, never, vetti. Nobody can know the world without I am thought coming in. Without I am, there is no idam thought. Therefore, I am thought is the source for all the knowledge of idam thoughts, and without I am thought, no knowledge can take place. If I am thought is not there, then idam thoughts may be there, but nothing can be recognized. So without the I am present, the world existence cannot be established. This is an important point, but used later in a different context. 72. Chane chane janmanasha na janmanasha, shane chane janmanasha, vaham vrittirmideyataha, vaham vrittirmideyataha, vijnanam shanikam tena, vijnanam shanikam tena, swaprakasham satomiti, swaprakasham satomiti. So together, chani chanignya janmanasha, vaham vrittir mitauyataha, vijnana chanikam tena, swaprakasham satomiti. So chani jnananasha, each thought coming in, I am. Whenever this thought is coming, say I am nowhere, I am nowhere, I am. So aham vritti is coming, chanikam. Momentarily, whenever there is an object thought, there is a subject thought, all spontaneously arises, and therefore, according to Vijnanamaya Vadins, this is yataha, because aham vrittihi, this I am thought, janmanashaha, it is either being born continuously, janma, birth, nashaha, destruction occurs every minute by minute, chane, moment. So, matau, this is known. Tena, therefore, vijnanam chanikam. Therefore, vijnana maya kosha is chanikam, is momentary type. Intellect is a momentary. Swataha miti. And being, how do you know? So, swataha mitao. It is being known spontaneously by itself. That means swaprakasham. It is self-luminous, therefore it's self-conscious entity, therefore conscious of, this thought rises conscious, it is conscious of itself, therefore the momentary consciousness arises with momentary aham thoughts, and that's how Chanika Vijnanavadins argue that aham vritti is the spontaneous presence of the life itself, of a jiva. That is Jivatma. Next, 73. Vijnanamaya koshoyam Vijnanamaya koshoyam jiva ichchagama jaguhu jiva ichchagama gamajaguhu sarva samsara etasya janmanasa sukhadikaha together vijnanamaya koshoyam jiva ichchagamajaguhu sarva samsara etasya janmanasa sukhadikaha. So I am Vijnanamaya kosha jivaha. This Vijnanamaya kosha is the individual jiva, jivatma. Iti agamaha in the Upanishads jaguhu. Therefore Upanishad also say that this jiva is nothing but this the Vijnanamaya kosha is Atma. In the Taittiriya Upanishad, after rejecting Manomaya kosha, says Vijnanamaya kosha is the Atma, and that has been discussed there. And of course, later that's also rejected, but we are not worried about that. We stop here. So it says, therefore, Vijnanamaya kosha is the Atma. And why do you say so? Agamaha Upanishad says so, Jaguhu. Etasya, of this jiva, Janma Nasa Sukha Adikaha. Janma, birth, Nasa, the death, and Sukham, happiness, Adi, etc. All joys and everything comes with the intellect. Therefore, it is Sarva Samsaraha, it belongs to the jiva of all. Therefore, it is the individual, is the intellect itself. That is the Vijnanamaya kosha, is the Vadins of the Buddhist Kshanika Vijnanamaya kosha. We'll do 74. Vijnanam Kshanikam Natma, Vijnanam Kshanikam Natma, Vidyudabhra nimeshavatu, Vidyudabhra nimeshavatu, Anyasya anupalabdhatvad, Sunyam mithyamika jaguhu, together, Vijnanam Shanikam Atma, Vidyudabhra nimeshavatu, Anyasya anupalabdhatvad, Sunyam Midhyatmika jaguhu. So there is the Sunyavadins that are a different type of argues here. Vijnana Chanikam Atma. So Vijnanam, the intellect sheath, Chanikam is momentary. So Atmana. So it cannot be Atma. If it is momentarily coming, whereas I am continuously present, and even though it is these momentals are appearing quickly, still this doesn't know the previous one and the latter one. So this thought will not know the previous one and the latter one. So it's as though I'm entering into the hall and I don't know who left before, and I won't be knowing who will coming. Just because I'm conscious of the presence of the hall doesn't mean that I am eternally present there. So I am not the essence of that hall itself. That's the same way. So Vijnana Chanikam na Atma. Why? Vidyud Abhra Meshavatu. Consciousness of the intellect is only momentary. So Anyasya Anupalabdhatva. There must be another one which cannot be known by any means by Anupalabdhi Pramana. Because I am conscious of the absence of the thought also. Thought comes and thought goes. Who knows? Because there must be something else that is conscious of the absence and presence of the thoughts coming and going. So that is Anupalabdhatva, being not available for experience, and therefore it's called Sunyam. It's called the hollowness. So what is there? We don't know. Nothing is there, because anything is a thought process. So it is beyond the thoughts, but beyond the thoughts then nothing can be quantified. It's called Sunyavadins. It is the absence of everything is what is essentially Sunyavadins. It's called the Madhyamikas. These are Madhyamikas Jaguhu. Madhyamikas say. So this is a 74. This 75 on is available in the YouTube, but we will just take 75 just for the continuity. Asade असदेवेदमिच्छादौ असदेवेदमिच्छादौ इदिमेव श्रुतं ततः इदिमेव श्रुतं ततः ज्ञानज्ञेयात्मकं सर्वं ज्ञानज्ञेयात्मकं सर्वं जगद्भ्रान्तिप्रकल्पितं so असदेवेदमिच्छादौ इदमेव श्रुतं ततः ज्ञानज्ञेयात्मकं सर्वं जगद्भ्रान्तिप्रकल्पितं. So what was there before idam aham thought came? There was nothing there before, because if something is there, we would have known. So nothing is the source of everything, and therefore that's called Sunyavadins. And they have a support for the scriptures, because in one scripture it says Adadeva idamagram asid, non-existence alone was there before creation. So therefore before creation came, what was there? That should be the Atma, because creation comes and goes, Atma doesn't come and go. So Asadeva idam chadau. So there was a statement like Asatye idam asatyeva, the world was non-existent before. Ichadau, like this. Idameva, so nothingness is here. Idam means here the sunyam is nothing. Idam eva sunyam, that what was there non-existent is sunyam, is absence of everything, is eva atma. Iti Shrutam. This is what scripture is declaring. Tataha, therefore, Jnana Jnaya Atmakam, the knowledge and the object of knowledge, Sarvam Jagat, Bhranti Prakalpitam. All are imaginary, is only a projection at the mental level. What was the basis of it is absence of everything. Things come and go, therefore they are only Prakalpana. So this is the Sunyavadins argument, and this is where the Vidyaranya talks about in the slokas from 58 to 74, and from 75 on we have discussed this, where he rejects that argument and establishes that it is the consciousness, Satchidananda is the one that is Brahman of that nature. It is not a sunyam, but it is not objectifiable, therefore it is not an object. It's not of the nature of any thoughts, but it is of the nature of existent consciousness, which is limitless, Ananda Swarupam, and that is what it is essentially, is the original Atma. That is same as Paramatma, Jivatma and Brahman, and that is being established in the subsequent slokas, and we have gone through those slokas from 78 and all the way to 178. So we have in the available in the YouTube under Acharya Sadaji, under 6th chapter of Panchadasi, from this verse 1 all the way to the 57th sloka, and from 58 to 74 now we have covered, and from 75 to 178 the 100 slokas are there already available in the form, and after 175 it's not there. So we will continue from the next talk on, once from 175 to complete the rest of the chapter, so that the whole 6th chapter is also available for those who are interested. And with this we stop here. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha.